This video is going to cover cubic meters and how you can use that measurement tool. We're going to have a look at how to set depths, multiple depth scenarios, what we do in that case, and I'll probably, as always, be giving tips and tricks along the way. So to my account over here, I initially started this estimate example as a kitchen, so there's not a whole bunch that is in here by default for cubic meter measurement. So I'm going to add a category, let's say concrete in here, and M3 for cubic meters. Perfect. Now, before you do anything, it will insist on a depth being added. As a side note, I've absolutely started these drawings and forgotten to add the depth. So as I may have pointed out in other videos, each shape has a label and you can use that. In fact, I'll just quickly do one here. You can use that label here to correct the depth in the case you make a mistake, which I, for one, have been pretty thankful for. So let's say polygon depth of, let's do like a 400 mil, purely just picking a number for the sake of example. Let's say we'll do that. There. You'll notice it looks very much like a square meter tool, which is pretty accurate because that's essentially what it is. We're just multiplying by the depth as we go around it. I should add that porch in. Now, in the case that you want to do multiple depths, same trick that we've used where we're dealing with multiple pitches on a roof or multiple heights on different walls. Change the color. So in my case, green. Change the height. And let's go there, etc. So there's no issue having multiple depths like that. It's just going to combine them all into one number. If you need to do the takeoff separately for the garage area and the house slab, that's also fine. They can be done as separate measurements. Now, a couple of quick points on other uses for this. So depth, we'll sometimes see people use for excavation, sometimes for landscaping as well, if you say, or gravel, if you're doing a temporary driveway and you want to say, I need this area, but to a depth of 100 mil. You can do that sort of thing. As far as like if you're leveling a whole block or you're doing some significant earth moving, we are capable of that sort of thing. It really does depend how much detail you need to go into, and if you're going to go down this path, this involves looking at the heights for different survey points on the plans and using calculations there. But ideal case is things like concrete, gravel driveways, landscaping for mulch, etc. And the only extra point, if you have looking at this and going, hey, what about strip footing? You can absolutely use this cubic tool for strip footing. Just measure the area and put a depth in. As a bit of a side note, you can also do it as a linear meter measure and use a recipe to dictate the depth and the width of the strip foot. But that's probably getting a bit out of the scope of this video. Hopefully it's given you some insight into how to do cubic meters, and hopefully it's been helpful.